you can see here, it takes 4 personnel to take the ladder off the fire engine. Firefighters attending training school will spend about 6 weeks trying to learn how to put up this ladder. We have different ways of pitching the ladder. This is just a conventional pitch, so it's the easiest of the pitches for us. Straightforward pitch. Person called number 1 on the ladder will shout the commands. We all use the same words of commands, so everybody knows exactly what's going on. They ground the poles and check that the ladder's suitably stable. The ladder's footed at all times because we can be using this in very windy conditions. If the wind actually takes a gust when the ladder's extended, it could topple over. Okay, so the firefighter standing on the bottom of the ladder will sight the ladder to the bottom of the simulated window. As you can see, the other 2 firefighters standing by the truck have pulled off a hose reel. That's what we would take into a normal house fire, hose reel. We carry larger hose. It's all based on the initial assessment made by the incident commander on what size hose we need to take into the building. Okay, they've donned in their breathing apparatus there. It's quite heavy stuff to put on your back, so when they're actually working in high temperatures with severe fire, all of that's taken into account and how much air they're going to use.
You people out the way.
Okay, they test the hose reel before they go up. They're probably going to get a covering jet as well in case there's any flames coming out of any of the windows. The other firefighter here who's just rolled out the hose. On the fire engine we carry a tank of water that will last us approximately about 9 minutes if we did 2 of these hose reels in a house fire, and they're actually getting to work. So the next most important job for us is to set into a hydrant. This is all taken care of the driver's responsibility. The driver, believe it or not, being a driver myself, has one of the most stressful jobs in a real house fire or a real fire in the early stages, because they have to ensure that their firefighters have the water to supply. The thing there that we've just lifted road, every close that you live in, you'll see a hydrant. It's usually donated by a yellow plate with a H sign on it. If we turn up at a house fire and see you standing outside, if it's your house or you're the neighbours, and you can tell us where that hydrant is, that's valuable information. Okay, so what they've got there, the firefighter is using what we call a covering jet. So this is the idea that if we have a going house fire or a going building fire, we can protect the unaffected areas, and it also ensures the safety of the firefighters carrying the casualty down the ladder. So we have 1 firefighter up the top now. Okay, the second firefighter is now climbing the ladder, being protected by the covering jet. As you can see, we have lots of hose run out, so obviously for us that's a trip hazard. This could be in the middle of the night, we could be attending this incident, so safety for ourselves is paramount as well. Okay, they're getting casualties to step onto the ladder, both of them working together. This is called a carry down. So they talk to the casualty. I mean, imagine this being a casualty having to climb out of this window. If you were scared of heights, but if you had a fire coming behind you, you'd be down that window. And obviously we would be pushing you to get down that window with urgency. Down that ladder, sorry. Okay. So the firefighter there shouted out at the bottom of the ladder a command, Paul, step in. As you can see, we've got 3 sections of the ladder. Just about now, the firefighter's going to come in where the extension's changed, so he needs to be told that he needs to watch his footing. Okay, as you can see, the firefighters on the hoses aren't very good, and they seem to be getting their casualty rather wet. Okay, so that casualty is safely taken to ground level now. We also have the ambulance service and the police turning up here, so if they do have any smoke inhalation, the ambulance will assess them straight away. firefighter will come down now carrying the hose reel. We'll always take a hose reel into any fire situation. Okay, again, the building is fully protected by the covering jets. Firefighters always work together, so they will enter a building together and they will come out of a building. They will report to what we call an entry control officer and give any relevant information and take their breathing apparatus sets on. Okay, the incident commanders shouted the signal now that we're all finished, and we're going to. He puts a strap on the ladder to make sure it doesn't unhouse itself. Okay, he gives the command all clear behind under run. So he's had a look behind to make sure that there's nothing going to obstruct him when the ladder comes down. When we make up an incident, it's kind of done in a sequence that the stuff that we need, could need that we've only got one of, so for example we've only got one 135 ladder, that will be one of the first bits of equipment that's housed on the truck. Just in case, even on the make-up, we could book available and we have a further call. As I mentioned there, Lee, the firefighter, is just making up the hydrant. That's there, that's our big tap. So if we need water quickly, that's how we gain our water supply. From underground, we look for a hydrant place. You've got to imagine at night time, we struggle to find them. Sometimes cars are parked over them, so if you